It's Madden NFL 23, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars on EA Sports.
Well, no rain to worry about today, but as you'd expect this time of year, very muggy in downtown Jacksonville here at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Jacksonville. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
In a storied career that has spanned 14 seasons and nearly 60,000 yards through the air, we're seeing a brand new chapter for Matt Ryan this year. With Atlanta in a rebuild, Ryan was dealt to Indianapolis, who is their 6th Week 1 quarterback in 6 seasons. One of the most decorated quarterbacks still active, this move will keep Ryan on a contender as he chases his first career Super Bowl title.
Throwing Ryan to start out. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colt fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
First and 10, Taylor now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, that's Woods on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out and start the drive at the 25. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face and franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highlight out of Trevor Lawrence, the champion of the Jaguars, to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. His first carry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Ryan. He finds Pierce, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
They closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Alurkin. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. It came through with a big-time pick six.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Lawrence on first down. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Lawrence steps away to his left. Under pressure, and down he goes. They second back at a 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and he'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try to run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. A little juke. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The Colts have liked big Mo Alley-Cox more and more over his 4 seasons with the team. Initially known just for his blocking, he's developing into a nice target as a tight end, and there he picks up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Running left, Taylor. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example breaking down a defense because a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Ryan. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Ryan. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down. Let's go. Get something together.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move coming free. Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had no man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making a play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run again here with Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Lawrence. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create safety, do. They're going to bring pressure.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Man open, here's Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. If they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Escaping the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
But that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Ryan. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go, baby. Get low. They can't reach straight up.
On first down, Ryan. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion this way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Harris Cable. A 7-yard play.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, what a move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Ryan. The quick slant caught. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys look over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have the Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. They hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to move it down inside of 25.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down at 4. Here's Lawrence. The quick slant caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I could cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So part of it was a passing game to drove it down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. Here's Ryan to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now Ryan on first down. This to Hines on the drop-off. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
That look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's a start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, he'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So from inside the 20, his 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Ryan. Quick slant caught by Pierce. Touchdown Colts. Alec Pierce. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got a touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient, find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quicker.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Lawrence will throw. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 41-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Again, it's Robinson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
So Shaquille Leonard didn't have a sack all of last season. So what? Still one of the most intimidating defenders in the league. He was an All-Pro for the 3rd time in only 4 years in the NFL. By the way, he did force a league-high 8 fumbles, too.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Patterson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts now they're ready to get the football back. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Patterson now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. He can play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 for the 25. Now Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And some room to roam now. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second and inches, Ryan, he'll check this down to Hines. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. They couldn't get anything going there on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. Touchdown! Mo Alley-Cox from 6 yards away. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jaguars 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars out 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off the big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Out by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take the shots.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and he shut that one down with little gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to throw again is Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's understanding what the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time. It sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 of the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Jaguars getting set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. That caught by Manhurts. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dayo Odangbo. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So with Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Back to throw, Lawrence. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Lawrence. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Now we're in this situation where the quarterback's got to take.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling of the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Extra point try now for Patterson. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And the Colts coming out now. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want for football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a great job working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And if you're thinking field goal from here is 48 yards. I think they'd like to get a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside of 15. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jaguars 31.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20, about the 21-yard line. So here now Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 7. A little over 20 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and a PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.